So what up, everybody? It's your boy Mr. T-Money 1993 with Week 17 highlights from my TTC game against the boy Joe Rock in the first quarter right here. Trying to test my boys in the end zone. J Norm, no. Everybody know that boy balling. He was balling last year. I think he gonna have another great year. Gets an interception and stop a touchdown drive. This game pretty much whoever won was going to the playoffs. Still, we was fighting for a wild card spot. So we both really needed this game. So then we going out with the little breaking tackles a little bit with Jay Stu, showing his hands out the backfield. Didn't score on that drive, ended up putting it. Joe gets it back. Telvin Coleman trying to run the ball. He getting snatched up by Mike Adams, safety that I signed during the year. Coming to the end of the first quarter, Joe's in contention of trying to score. Trying to get a stop right here. We don't do it. He gets in the end zone. I think that's Hankerson that just scored. So now I got to come back and answer. Okay, I'm dropping back the pass again. Hitting that boy Gios. Tiptoeing a little bit on the sideline for the first down. And we had an all I don't if you never watched it, we have the all new roster, so the teams with this year is their boy Ted Ginn mossing niggas in the middle of the field. Ted Ginn was a great number 3 wide receiver and of course a great kick returner. He had some memorable kick returns this year. He had 3 kick return touchdowns, 2 against Real Talk and 1 against the Steelers. In the back of the end zone, that boy Gios for the touchdown, and it's a tie ball game. Now, as you can see, he's coming down to score again. Drop back pass. He gets hit by Shaq Thompson. Thomas Davis picks it off, and he's taking it back to the house. You feel me? Defense. Whether it's real life or whether it's on Madden, they just know we gonna score defensive touchdowns off of Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons, man. Joe was pissed about that, saying he had never seen that before. Devin Hester with the great return. I mean, that's what Devin Hester does. So Matt Ryan back on the prowl again. Scrambling in the pocket. He gets rocked. But I think that was Luke. And that's why you don't scramble with Matt Ryan. But Telvin Coleman running gets hit hard by the rook, Shaq Thompson. And actually, I think that was Trey Boston. Yeah, that was Trey Boston, because Trey Boston's hit power is on 80 as a safety, as a free safety, mind you. Shaq Thompson making a great play on the ball to deflect the pass. My linebackers made some great plays. 4th and 4, you know, anybody who's played with Joe Rock and RTP know they're not really going to putt it that much. And on 4th and 4, Thomas Davis pops Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan at that point, I think, was 7 of 17, playing horrible. Jay Stu hitting the hole hard, breaking tackles on Desmond Trufant little ass. At that point, 4 rushes, 20 yards. 14-7. 2nd and 12. Throwing a little screen out to Jay Stu. Great blocking. He gets in untouched, pulls a little Marshawn Lynch on the boys. And 21-7 in the second quarter. For anybody who doesn't know, Joe Rock takes pride in the fact that most people he says don't score more than 14 against him. So to get that already in the first half is kind of crazy. Julio with the big time catch. I thought I was going to get that one with the user pick, but it is Julio. So you can't even get mad at it. Who was that? Antoine Smith running the ball, getting yards, getting close to a touchdown. Touchdown saving tackle by Trey Boston. Now it's 1st and goal on the 3. And they run a little crossing route. I don't even know who that is. I think Joe Rock signed whoever that is. So trying to go up by 2 scores. Andre Ellington, who I got during the season from the Cardinals. At this point, I know I'm getting the ball back after the half, so I'm trying to go up 2 scores and kind of pretty much try to end the game, hopefully. Kelvin Benjamin with the big time catch, taking a big hit, but still holding on. 3rd and 5. Greg Olsen in the middle of the field. You already know. Ain't no middle linebacker, especially Paul Warlow sticking with G.O. So it is what it is. Trying to take off with Cam. It's not happening. But he actually makes a little bit of yards out of nothing. That should have been maybe a 1-yard game. And he gets, I think, a good 4 off of it. Cam dropping back the pass again. Kelvin Benjamin in the middle of the field. Now 16 seconds left, but I try to go kick the field goal. This is a 40-yard kick, 40-something yard kick in Atlanta with no wind, and he just shanks it. I don't know what that thing means when it's on your kicking meter. So anybody who sees it, let me know. Try and throw it deep in the 3rd quarter, get a big play, and Desmond Trufant picks it off. That was just, try to come out on the first play, one of the first couple plays, and try to see if you can get a big play, and Trufant stops it. So now it's a turnaround where I could have been having a multi-possession lead to now it's 21-14, and Joe's creeping on the door, and he throws another touchdown. I think that's Tony Milwaukee. So now it's tied ball game. I'm pissed at myself because I pretty much could have ended this game. Greg Olsen doing what he does best. Another Greg Olsen catch. And we coming up 16-22 at this point. I'm excited about that. Mike Tolbert running niggas over, doing what he does. The toe dozer touchdown. Matt Ryan dropping back the pass, throwing it up there to Julio. And my boys get back there that time. Josh Norman and Trey Boston say, 4th quarter, still 28-21. 6 minutes left to go. Play action pass. Matt Ryan's tiptoeing the sideline and he gets thrown down. I was mad that Matt Ryan didn't just run out of bounds, but getting Shaq a sack, ain't nothing wrong with that. I think this is a play that was very, very controversial. Joe wanted to believe that Luke went all the way across the field to make the play. As you could see in the thing, it was definitely not that way. He was playing the middle of the field. He went from the middle of the field. He was playing his zone. But Joe didn't realize that. He felt like he should have had it. But Cam dropping back the pass, trying to throw it in the end zone to one of them big boys. I think that's Funch. Yeah, and Trufant gets another pick. I should have felt like they was on the 1, but they gave him touchback. And so he goes down the field and he scores with Antoine Smith. Now it's a tied ball game. Again, I'm kind of pissed that I should be up big at this point. Devin Funchess trying to get down the field to either score a touchdown or kick a field goal. At the end of the day, I know I just don't really want to give the ball back to Joe with time on it, because with Julio, anything can happen. When they had them big boys, whether it's him with Julio or whether it's real talk with Mike Evans and Vincent Jackson, you don't really want to get them the ball with too much time left. Run the play action pass. Throw it kind of late. Kelvin gets another catch. 2nd and 2. Big Jonathan Stewart breaking the run. I remember D1 got mad at Joe Rock for that part of the game, because he felt like he should have tried to stop the run instead of playing in quarters. This was a bad play. I didn't realize that Greg Olsen wasn't running out and that they had Nate Chandler running out. So I just kind of wanted to get rid of it. That boy Ted Ginn in the middle of the field doing what he does. Ted Ginn, like I said, he had a nice little season this year. Came up in big play moments. Like I said, the RTP game, 2 kickoff returns for 100+ yards in a game that I also needed at that point. Because I split with RTP. This is the second game with Joe, but we didn't play the first game, so Joe won it off a sim. And then I lost both games to New Orleans. Shout out to the boy Keith, using the Saints, living in Arkansas, but that boy, he may win the Super Bowl. He's pretty good. He only lost, the only 2 teams he lost to all year, he got swept by RTP, but he beat everybody else, so that was kind of weird. Third and 2, got stopped right here. I was mad I didn't get to branch it out more. I decided to go for it because right now it was a 40-yard kick, and I didn't want to miss another 40-yard kick. So I risk it and go for it. Tay again gets the first down. Now it's a 34-yard kick, and I figured Graham Gano could make that easy. So we kicked the field goal to get the lead with 3 seconds left. I don't want to kick it to Devin Hester because D1 was like, why you didn't kick it deep? And I was like, I didn't want to give Devin Hester a chance to take it back. I could have put a little bit more, I could have put more power into it, but I just wanted to make sure it didn't go back to Devin Hester. So Joe gets down with 1 second, and my heart is thumping. And prevent defense, I'm guarding over there with Julio because I'm like, you are not going to beat me with that man. You just not. I refuse. Because, again, I've seen Joe Rock and RTP do it so many times with them big receivers that they just maul somebody to win the game or that important play that you need. See, I dragged Trey Boston all the way across the field. Trey Boston leading the league in interceptions. But it's not him that gets the interception. It is my other safety, a guy we signed in real life from the Chiefs, Kurt Coleman. And I just run out of bounds in the game. Me and Joe was laughing about it. I know that Joe and all them guys are pretty good at using the strip button, so I was like, I'm not even gonna chance it that you strip me and take it back to the house or anything like that. So ended up going to the playoffs as a wild card, finished with a 10-6 record. Came out, plays Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan was getting hit all day. He was throwing some bad passes all day. Had a 40% completion percentage. But yeah, that's my Week 17 game out of the Madden TTC League with me versus Joe Rock. This is your boy, Mr. T.